what is going on, guys? It's your boy Grapple here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome, folks, to the finale of Black Ops 3, where today, we're just going to rank the maps in Black Ops 3. Like and subscribe, make sure to join the journey. All the past episodes, rules, and everything you could possibly think of are linked below. Let's cap off this section of this channel and this section of our Building a Ranking series. Time codes are below. So, in case you're new here, like most of the subscribers we have now are in this section of the channel, in the Building a Ranking series, essentially what I wind up doing is, every time we finish a game, we just take every other map out of it and then give you a ranking of just the maps in that game. We did it for World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. We didn't do it for Advanced Warfare because, I mean, let's be honest, you guys didn't want to see it. I didn't want to do it. We just wanted to move on and get to Black Ops 3, so that's what we did. The standings that the Black Ops 3 maps have in our whole Building a Ranking series, I take out everything, and we go worst to best of just what's in this game. There's a lot of them, and we're going to have some fun. So I got the little iPad. Let's just review where we stand with these maps. I'm not moving anything. I'm not changing anything. If you want kind of more in-depth conversations or critiques about the map, the link is in the bio for all of the previous episodes, because I'm only going to really be a little surface level here in terms of where they rank. I feel like a lot of my ranting is done in the video, which is really the point, but you know, just in case you're curious, I'm going to go over it a little bit. So in last place, at the bottom of our C tier, which really is a surprise to no one that not a single map in Black Ops 3 is in the F or D tier, and surprisingly for me, in the bottom, at the worst map that we've had in Black Ops 3 is Shangri-La. So, pros and cons of Shangri-La. Pro, cool map. Cool wonder weapon, only on the one map. Great atmosphere. The uplifting graphical quality is not the best from BO1 to BO3 with Shangri-La, but I'm not going to complain about it. Just really the biggest disappointment that I had in Black Ops 3. When I played Shangri-La for Black Ops 1, it was the really first time that I ever played the map, and it blew me away. I surprisingly had a really good time, even though it was very difficult, but I loved like the atmosphere and the ambiance. And then you get here and it's like, like they don't do anything to make Shangri-La itself better, and then they don't do anything new and add to it. So it's, you know, like, disappointment, yes. Terrible map that I'll never play again? No. Honestly, like, a map being in the bottom of C tier as your worst, track record's pretty good. So in our C tier is going to be Moon. Honestly, we had a good time playing the Black Ops 1 version. It's in the B tier. It's a solid map. It's just very, like, I've never gotten along with it. You know, I don't have any nostalgia for Black Ops 1, as I've said a bunch of times, but I also, it's improved significantly, in my opinion, since we played through it. But Moon was just like, in Black Ops 1, it was gray, it was quiet. I thought the astronaut was cool and Area 51 was cool, or Groom Lake, but it was just, like, it didn't resonate with me. And then playing it in Black Ops 3, colors, graphical uplift, fucking night and day. But otherwise, it still feels the same. Like, you can use the hacker and have a good time and, like, do the Easter egg, and it's challenging and all these things, but I've just never found the enjoyment in it. In the app, the concept is great of being on the moon and zombies and the MPD and whatever, but in execution, it's never resonated with me. It didn't resonate with me for Black Ops 1. It didn't resonate with me like 10 years ago when I had played it for the first time. And the Black Ops 3 version didn't resonate with me now. So it's the second worst map of Black Ops 3, and I don't feel bad about that. The biggest surprise for me at the bottom of our B tier, right above Moon, is going to be Dead Ops Arcade 2. Because it basically just takes Dead Ops Arcade 1, which was like, you know, kind of iffy, like not a great time, really not what I'm looking for. And then you add the first person in it, and you add these new drops and a graphical uplift, and it's just more fun. Mind you, I didn't get to a high round. It's not like I'm getting around like fucking 40 or 50 in Dead Ops Arcade 2, but I'm having a really good time, so I'm not going to complain about it. Would I revisit it? No. If you guys ask me to, 100%, but no, it's not my cup of tea. And I know a lot of people are saying, like, you know, Dead Ops Arcade 4 is about to come out with Black Ops 7, and they're like, oh, Dead Ops Arcade 3 and Cold War is like the greatest thing ever. I've never played Dead Ops 3, so I'm going to remain willfully optimistic. But it's just like, the top-down is not my thing. I could see the enjoyment in it, but it's very just, like, when it's in first person, it's cool as fuck because it's like zombies, but otherwise it's like zombies adjacent, so it's like, it's one of the difficult ones to compare to the maps, but it counts as a map or an experience itself, so we're going to put it in there anyway. It's just confusing because I'm not going to rank like Onslaught, and I'm not going to rank Nightmares, but I am going to rank this and Modern Warfare Zombies because those feel like they make more sense to rank as a map adjacent, but not, I don't fucking know, it's confusing, but it's at the bottom of the B tier. Next, right above it in our B tier is Nocturne and Toten for the third time. Basically, graphically speaking, 180 compared to World at War and even BO1 knock. Gun selection, you know, the fact you can get perks and gobble gums and make it a cracked out experience, awesome. I think in the video I said that rounds 1 through 15 versus like 16 through 30 feel completely different from one another. 1 through 15, it's a slow burn, it's a slow grind, it's moderately boring, and I know it's an atmosphere thing, and it's all of that. I totally get that, totally understand. And then when you get past round 15 and everything finally kicks up and it gets difficult and more enjoyable, it's a good time, and I'm not going to complain. It's just like, it's Nocturne Toten again. You got to give it its flowers, and it's a solid experience that I could have a lot of fun with, especially with the BO3 mechanics, but it's just like, it's Nocturne Toten again. After Nocturne Toten, we have the second best version of Shi no Numa. There are 4 versions of Shi no Numa. Why? I hate Shi no Numa, but this one brought a lot to it. It's not as foggy. There's a lot more like audible ambiance around, like monkeys and all these things that are around it that could have been present in the original 2 versions, but I just like it didn't stick out enough. Maybe I didn't notice it, but in Black Ops 3, it's just night and day. Then you add the Black Ops 3 mechanics like sliding and the Black Ops 3 guns and how strong they are and some gobblegums and whatever. Even though we didn't use cracked out gobblegums, it's still a good time. It's probably the most middle of the road, like zombies experience. It's like, you can find the enjoyment in it. You can get cracked out and get to around fucking 100, sure. Or you could be bored out of your mind because we've done this map already a couple times. But it's definitely much more solid to me than anything below it. Verrückt comes next, which is actually disappointing for me because the other versions of Verrückt, I think, are better. But on our tier list as a whole, this version's put higher just because it's smoother and less buggy. And the gobblegums. And just Black Ops 3 mechanics, really just like, between that and like the graphical uplift, it just fucking takes a night and day. I'd much rather play probably the World at War version, but that's just an ambiance thing. The BO3 version of Verrückt is just fun. It's Verrückt, but better mechanically, but worse in terms of aura, which is a bad word to use in the zombies community nowadays. But, like World at War's got this aura about it. It's a fucking war game from 2008 when zombies was first starting. Then you get to Black Ops 3 and it's very polished and it's nice and whatever. But it's just, it's fine. Everything in the B tier is just fine. Even things like Moon and Shang in the C tier, fine. Like, they're at the top of the C tier. Like, what's below them? All of Exo Zombies, most of Transit. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's all right. Now, something I'm going to say that is criminally underrated is Zetsubo no Shima at the bottom of our A tier. Zetsubo is a great map. The only reason Zetsubo is not higher in our ranking is because when I played with friends. And when I played with friends, we used gobblegums. And after getting frustrated because, we lost a couple times, and the one buddy that I was playing with, Brendan, he doesn't really play zombies. So I used a Perkaholic, and that's breaking my own rules, the rules that I set, the rules that I make, so I can fucking change them. But, it's one of those maps I want to replay because I feel like it deserves higher than where it is. But A tier, for the non-remastered base BO3 maps, fucking solid, dude. Phenomenal track record. Basically a sandbox map. There's a ton to do. I'm not a big fan of the Wonder Weapon, but when you upgrade it, it's better. The Thrashers can get annoying, but they're also really cool and comical, how they can pick shit up or eat your friends. Just a good time overall. Like, good guns, the MP40, but the newer version of it, maybe it's the HG40. I don't remember what it is. Okay, I never remember what it is. I didn't remember it in the video. I don't know. Zetsubo no Shima, bottom of A tier. Sneaking right above Zetsubo no Shima, moderately hot take, Gorod Krovi. Fun, yes. A good time, yes. Great wonder weapons, yes. Dragons. Wonder weapon. Easter egg. Boss fight? It's just, it didn't, I don't know what it was, man. I've never understood the cult following of Gorod Krovi. Like, I definitely love it. It's definitely a good time. It's definitely in the A tier for a reason, and it's one of those maps I would rather revisit than a lot of, Black Ops 2 and 4 and Cold War. Like most stuff, yes. It doesn't resonate with me the way that it does for other people where it's top 3 or top 5. It's phenomenal, but there are other experiences I'd prefer, and I find it to be just annoyingly difficult in some spaces, which could totally just be a fucking skill issue. But I put it where I put it, and we're not allowed to move it. Next is the Giant. Survival map, Derice, yes. It's, ironically, placed as the worst version of Derice on our tier list, but Derice is still, a phenomenal map regardless. Sure, the Wonderwaff is not as good. It's a snowy map, yes, but, the aura compared to World at War is not there. No Thompson, instant fucking downgrade. It's Derice. Hop on the catwalk, do simple shit, have a good time, get over it. Be done with it. Like, the Giant is as high as it is because the barrier to entry is so low. With, like, most survival maps are that way. But Derice, especially if you're just a zombies player, it's like, oh, all right, you know, the Giant. All right, so it's Black Ops 3 mechanics. I've done Derice a million times. Let's just fucking, round 10 we're set up. All right, bet, move on. You know, it's... Saying it's the worst version of Derice does not make it a bad map. It's just the worst version of Derice, but it's still a very solid map in general. Kino der Toten. Next on our A tier. Most of these maps are A tier, and that's hilarious. Kino... It's Kino, but it looks better in Black Ops 3. You have the sliding mechanics. You have the gobblegums. I'm a broken record saying the same thing over and over again. But it feels awesome. It feels like the more idealized version of what Derice wanted to be. Not Derice. Kino der Toten. Fuck. Kino was meant to be in World at War. So Kino is basically, they wanted it to be Derice, but better. Okay, and then it went to Black Ops 1. So then on the Black Ops 1 engine and colors and game mechanics and whatever, it's like Derice adjacent. You give it to Black Ops 3, and it's like you take out a bunch of the bugs. Yes, the Nova Crawlers are still there, but you add more smoothness and sliding and wonder weapons and fucking do, like, incredibly solid good time. Not top 5. It's not. Kino is not. The only reason you would say Kino is in your top 5 or 3 zombies maps of all time is because it was your first map. The same way that I am in a glazed town until the day I die, but not Transcend. Literally, right above Kino is Ascension. Ascension is Kino, but better on the Black Ops 3 engine. We also got super lucky in our playthrough where I just would not stop getting drops. And it's just like, it's Ascension, dude. It's a solid map that is simple, that has an Easter egg, yes, but like the Gersh device, the Matryoshka doll, the Thunder Gun. You have all of these great weapons and smoothness. Yes, if the monkeys weren't there, it would be a top 3 map of all time. But those fucking monkeys suck. Solid, yes. Could be better. Room for improvement. Take notes, Treyarch. Put the pitchforks away. Don't look at that. Put them away. The top of our A tier is DE. Now you're going to say, hold on a fucking second. That means there's 3 maps above it. Yes. In Black Ops 3, in my opinion, there are 3 maps that are better than DE. DE, this is going to be... I really hope somebody quotes me here and just puts it everywhere. DE is Origins, but worse. The bows are super cool, yes. The Panzer being back is cool, yes. However, Origins, it was original. DE, it's redoing what Origins did. Okay, fine, you know, not going to complain. Dragons on the wall, equivalent to having the dog on the wall from Mob. Okay, you know, not original, but done very well, very tastefully. I'm not going to complain. That is just me trying to nitpick DE. DE is fucking solid. The only reason that there are maps higher than this is because they are just more solid. DE is phenomenal. The setting is great. The snow is great. The bosses are great. The Easter egg is great. The bows are great. Everything about it is just that phenomenal. But if I can put DE in such high regard, then what does that mean for the higher 3? It just means that they're perfect, almost, pretty close. We had some fuck shit go on during our playthroughs. I told you, link in the bio if you want to watch the videos themselves, because I don't remember off the top of my head. I love these maps, but I don't entirely remember what I said or what happened. You know. Think about it. DE is DLC number 1. I recorded the Shadows of Evil and the Giant videos in July. Bro, it's about to be fucking like November, okay? I don't remember. Watch the video. Revelations is the top of S tier. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to, fucking shitty Glazer. It's just like, it's a remaster, man. It's a remake, man. It's not nothing original. First of all, you're right. Second of all, Revelations is my favorite kind of zombies map, okay? And that is a sandbox, equivalent to Buried. What do I mean by a sandbox map? You could jump in. It feels like there's endless Easter eggs, tons and tons of wonder weapons, tons of shit to do, whatever, okay? So you take a sandbox map that I love, okay? The concept I love. You throw some nostalgia in there where it's pulling sections from different maps. And mind you, this is before Black Ops 4. So this is before BO4, this is before Zombies Chronicles. So we were not tired of like remasters yet, you know, where it was like, Revelations is meant to be the cusp and the peak of everything. It's the finale to the storyline, maybe. So yeah, it makes sense that they brought some shit back. Then you add a sun that's blue as fuck, colorful, playful, fun. Apothecant Servant, Thunder Gun, Mark II. Just add everything together and you have a great time. Shield, helmets, purple perks, extra perks, fucking everything, dude. Only downside, I'd like if it had an original shield, kind of like the rest of the maps, but that's like a nitpick kind of thing. Phenomenal. I've loved this map since it came out. I will love this map forever. We had a great time without having to use a perkaholic. Solid. The second best map in Black Ops 3 is Shadows of Evil. Lengthy setup process, yes. Super easy setup process, yes. Original perk icons, okay? Original designs. First time we had seen like the Margwa and the tentacle shit and the Apothegons and fucking whatever, okay? Original perk jingles. Celebrity cast that doesn't suck. Original wonder weapon that is solid. They gave us the greatest wonder weapon of all time. Atmosphere, music, side Easter eggs, the sword, the upgrades, the egg, the Margwa. Civil Protect, just so much. It is the best launch map we have ever had, and it is probably the best launch map we will ever have. Yes, the community hated Shadows when it first came out and it first launched. Of course, you know, tentacle fucking hentai shit, man. What do I want that in zombies? I had a good time at launch. Have a good time now. Not going to complain. Anyone who has watched this channel, be it from the start, a couple of weeks, I have always glazed the fuck out of Origins. When we reviewed it for Black Ops 2, I put it as worse than Mob of the Dead because it does genuinely have things holding it back. The mud, constantly going back and forth, up and down and across the map, moderately lengthy quests, the Panzer Soldat being fucking scary. So when you get to the Black Ops 3 version, how does that change? Well, the mud sucks, yes. You can use stamina up, and then you just infinite slide, like everybody else, okay? If you're smart about it, you hit the wooden plank. Traversing is fine. If you get stuck in the mud, yeah, you know a little bit, but that's why you have stamina up. No, but what if I want to buy double tap? You don't have to. It's a free extra perk. You get 5 perks off the bat. Shut up. Panzer is easier. Traversal is easier. If you want to game it and use gobblegums, you can. I didn't, except for Unquenchable. I think I used one. Great wonder weapons. Great weapon selection. MG08, the Scar, other guns that are exclusive to the map, the MP40, the Afterburner when you pack-a-punch it. Fucking chef's kiss, even though it sucks. The staffs, the upgraded staffs, the story, the implication, the characters, everything. Origins BO2 was worse than Mob because of the mud and the things holding it back. The BO3 version is miles better than the BO2 version, fixes or improves upon all of those problems, and just looks fucking pretty. So it's better than Mob of the Dead. Right now, Origins Black Ops 3 is our best map in Black Ops 3. It is our best map right now of all time as we're moving in to Infinite Warfare Zombies. Folks, I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Like I said, I've done this for every game we played through except Advanced Warfare. I'll probably retroactively do it at some point just for the sake of having every single one done. But there's a playlist link below. The Building a Ranking series is below. Everything you could possibly think of is below. I just want to say one more time, thank you so much. I think when we started this part of the channel, we had like 50 subs. Now we're at like 130. Fuck yeah. I appreciate you guys. And now we're going to move into Infinite Warfare, a game that I definitely fell off of after DLC 1, and I've never played the last 3 DLCs. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm also not going to complain. I'm going to have a good time. I appreciate you, like I said, and I will see you in the next one for Zombies in Spaceland.